Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a summer DIY for you. I am going to be using this bikini top that I picked up at Dollar Tree that is shaped like seashells. I put out some stuff here that I may or may not be using. So let's see what I have. I have some sand here, and I picked this up at Dollar Tree as well. And it's just the color of regular sand. They have different colors. They also have white if you wanted to use white. I have some stickers here, some pearl stickers, and these are from Michael's, and these are from Dollar Tree. I also have a bag of shells here that I may be using. This is from Dollar Tree. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that. I also have this bag here of fake snow that I picked up at Dollar Tree, and I did see that they have some of this stuff out right now too. I picked up this strand of pearls here at the, where did I pick it up? I picked this up at the thrift store, but Hobby Lobby also sells some of these pearls in their wedding section, just in case you want some. They also have them at Michael's, I believe, but I have definitely seen them at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to be using some white glitter. This glitter is from Walmart, and it's extra fine, and it is like that iridescent glitter. I don't know if you guys can see it. See how pretty that looks? I also have some tacky glue since I don't have any white glue. And I also have paint. I don't know if I'm going to use the paint. I was thinking of painting my shells. So I do have this color here. This is the apple barrel in light mocha, and the number is 21489E. And I also have this apple barrel one. This is antique white 2055E, and I don't know if I'll use that one, but I have them there just in case. I also have these pearls that I picked up at Dollar Tree, and I have the 100 count, the 50 count, and the 80 count, just in case. I don't know if I'm going to use those or not. I have brushes. I have some ribbons here. This ribbon, I believe, is from Michael's, and then this one's from Dollar Tree. And this one is from Michael's, not Michael's, this is from Hobby Lobby as well. And I also have some twine. I don't know what I'm going to use, you guys. I just have some of this stuff here to show you guys. And what I originally wanted to do was to print an image of a mermaid and use that for this DIY to decoupage it. But unfortunately, I don't have a printer, so I'll have to make do with what I have here. All right, so let's get started with this DIY. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my bikini top. And so this is what you get. You get 2 shells. They already have these pre-made holes. Looks like there was going to be one here. I'm not going to worry about that right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this guy off of here. So here's one shell. And you can leave it white just the way it is. Just exactly how it is. But I don't know. I think I'm going to add some of this light mocha on there. Just put a little bit on there. Just to give it a different color so it's not so white. And I'm just going to just add some color. Definitely on the edges. And I'm going to do the inside as well. I'm not too concerned on how it looks because I am going to go over it with some of that antique like white, basically. I just want to give it some color. I don't want it to be completely white. All right. So I'm going to let this one dry. And then I'm going to come back and paint it with that antique. I'll do the antique white once this dries right here. All right, you can see mine is dry. And if you wanted to leave it just like this, you can. But I'm going to go ahead and add some of this antique white onto mine. And all I'm going to do is just lightly go over spots here and there. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can keep on messing with it until you get it to the way you want it to look. See, you guys, can you guys see how that looks? Looks really pretty. The inside, I might add a little more brown because it looks a little too white in there. So I'll probably add some more of that light mocha. But here's this one that I just finished right here. So can you see how that looks? And then look at the inside. So for me, I like that. And you can see a little bit of white here and there coming through. I like that. I like that because that's how I feel some shells look. So here's a real shell. If you guys can see how this looks, it's not completely white. Now there are some shells that are completely white, like this one right here. See if you guys can see this shell is white. It has a little color here, but I like the way this one looks. And the inside of this one, you can also do some effect like this where they just do the edges. But well, this is actually a real shell, so this is just nature. But I wanted to do something similar to that one right there, so that's why I did this. And I like the way it turned out. I also forgot to mention that you are going to need a glue gun. My shells are dry already, and I also went across, I don't know if you guys can see, I grabbed some of this paint here and I just dipped the tip of the brush and I kind of went across like this as well. So I did up and down and then across. I don't know if you guys can see that. You could see it a little better here. So now would be the time if you wanted to add an image to your inside of your shell. You can do family pictures. You can, you know, look for images of mermaids, cut them out, and then glue them in here. I don't have any of that. I don't have a printer, so, but I do have some of these like little sayings. They're stickers that you can put on there as well if you wanted to, something like this. I've had these for a long time. And some, I think my sister and my daughter, they were getting rid of some of their stuff, so they gave it to me. I've had this one for a very long time as well. You can throw a little dolphin in there. You can also add something like this. Depending on how you're going to make yours, you can make it shabby chic, however you want to, you know, glam, whatever. You can put memories on there. See, there's this one too. This is sun, sea, and sand. You can also do something like this. I've had this forever. As you guys can see, I paid $5 for it a long time ago when they used to have the little scrapbook stores. It was just a little standing alone scrapbook store, and you can just glue it in there like this, and then you can glue some of this stuff around there. I'm not gonna do that, although it's tempting because look at how adorable this Mickey is and the Goofy. All right, so this glue, for whatever reason, is not coming out. So I looked through my stash and I did have some Mod Podge. I think I have very little of it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and add that on in my shell. And then just smooth it out in there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little bit of this sand here. I'm just going to snip off a little corner of the sand right there. And let me add a little more of the Mod Podge. I want to make sure this guy sticks. All right, and then I'm just going to go ahead and start sprinkling some sand. Now it'd be best if you had something to catch your sand on under here. I have this little thing, this little mat from Dollar Tree that I like to use. And then I have some sand there. I'm going to go ahead and add a little more of the Mod Podge on top. Like that. And then gently Go up and down. Try not to wipe off any of the sand. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab some of my glitter, and I'm going to throw some in here like that to make it look iridescent. Then I'm going to grab some more of this sand that I scraped off. And just sprinkle on the top. I'm going to use my finger to pat it down. And then you have some glittered sand there. And you can add some more glue and add some more sand if you want. You can go up higher, however you want. I'm going to go ahead and let this guy dry. And then I'll do the same. I'll do the same for the other one. So I went up a little higher. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the sand right in there like this. Then I'm going to grab the glitter and pour it in with and I poured the glitter in with the sand. And now I'm just going to go ahead and start shaking them both together in there. All right, so that looks really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that dry. And actually, you know what? I might go up a little higher with this one here. Look at how pretty that looks, you guys. I like it. I really do like it. So I'm gonna let them dry, and then I'm gonna see what I come up with next. All right, so now that it's dry, I really wish I had a picture right here of a mermaid, or even a picture of my family when we're at the beach, so I could glue in here. But unfortunately, I do not have that, so we're just gonna roll with this. So this is going to be up to you now. This part is the decorating part of your shell, however you want to decorate yours. So let me show you what I did to the other one. So here's this one. You guys can see. So it's going to hang like this. I kind of screwed up the little rope here, so I had to improvise, and I had already glued stuff down, and I screwed up. I didn't cut it long enough, so I had to cut another piece, tie the twine to this, and then, yeah. Anyway, I'll show you how to do this thing here. But this is what I did with this shell here. I went on the outer part of the shell. I need a glue right there. But I went on the outer part of the shell, and I glued the pearl ribbon all the way around the shell. I would say glue maybe in the inside this pearl, because it's obviously coming off. If you guys can see right there, see that right there? It's coming off from the edge. So this other one, I'm going to go ahead and glue it on the inside. See, look at there, it just popped out. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that in there. But I actually, with my shells, what I did was I put some of that Mod Podge on there, and then I just sprinkled glitter, let that dry, and I glued them in here. And I put some pearls in there as well. And then I cut a piece of that lace, and I put it right in here, and I glued it right where the shell and the sand meet. And then right up here, I just put a bunch of little different size stickers of those pearls, and that's right in there. You guys can see that. Again, I'm going to glue this back on here. And then I just tied a little bow here, and I'm going to show you how to do this part right here. So again, however you decorate yours, it's up to you. I'm just going to show you how I got this part there. So I grabbed my lace, and I just laid it down here like that, glued it with the glue gun, and then I cut the ends off. Then to get this there, to get this right here, these little pearls, I used 2 of the 80 count pearls, which are a little smaller, and then I used 1 of the 50 count, because this one's a little bigger. So let me show you this one right here. This one is the 50 count, and then as you can see the difference, This is the 50, this is the 80. This one's a little bigger, this one's a little smaller, and of course, the one with the 100, with the 100 pack, these are a lot smaller. You can decorate again however you want yours, but I'm going to show you how I do that. So I just grab some of this twine here. So this is just like a needle and thread. You grab your twine in the hole. You go ahead and feed the twine through that little hole. You know what? Let me cut the end of this. Okay, there we go. All right. So we're just going to feed it through. There it is. See, it comes out this way. So this is the big one, the 50 one. And then I went and instead of saying 50, let's see, this is the 14 millimeter one. And then these are the 12 millimeter ones that I'm going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and thread the 12 millimeter one as well. Right, this one's going to be right underneath the, there it is right there, see? There it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot at the end here. Once I thread that, what is it, the 12 millimeter one? And I'm just going to make a really tight, I'll make a really tight knot there. See, that's not going anywhere. And then I'll just cut this little piece off here, the extra. I'll cut that off. You can add a little dab of glue here if you want as well. So I have these two. Now to add the other one, I should have put first, I didn't think about it. I should have done first the 12 millimeter and then the 14 millimeter and then again the 12 millimeter. I didn't think about it until right now. But I'm going to go ahead and leave me a lot of extra twine. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and feed this one through right here and then just bring it back down. So it's no big deal. See? There it is. There it is. And then what you're going to do is you already have a hole up here on your shell. So you're just going to go ahead and feed this through that little hole. You're going to feed the twine right through that hole. And there you have, you can knot it right here, but see, that's where I made my mistake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this out again and go back in again. Before I do any other gluing, I want to make sure I get this in there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and feed this twine again through here. Try to get it in there. And if your edges start to get all like ugly like that, just go ahead and recut to get a clean little edge. And then feed it through that hole. Goodness. I don't have my glasses. Let me see. If the hole's not big enough, just go ahead and just, you know, there you go. Move it around a little with the scissors and make the hole just a little bit bigger because you're still going to get your ribbon in there. Yeah, it's easier for this to go in. All right. Okay, so there you have a little handle. Now you can go ahead and tie this if you want right here. However long you want yours to be. See, and then I'm just knotting it. Sorry, you guys, if I keep going off frame. And then you're just going to keep on knotting it. Okay, so I already did my knots. And so there it is. I'll use this to hang. There it is right there. I'll use this to hang. I'll cut this extra. I'll add some glue here just because I don't want this to go coming off here. If you can find a better way, I always tell you guys, go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab my ribbon and do the same thing. I'll feed it through right here, the hole right here, and then I'll make the little bow, just like a regular bow, and then I'll cut it, the ends off, chevron the ends like this, and that's it. To add this look here, and I can see I need one right here, pearl. I used these, and you can add glue to them if you want. I just took them right off and I just put them right on there. These little ones are so difficult to use because they're so tiny. It's hard to get them to stick on here because they're sticking to your fingers. And I did use some of the Dollar Tree ones too in there. So for this one, what I might do is maybe grab a shell, maybe put it like that, and then grab one of those 14mm pearls and just glue it in there. I don't know, I'm still gonna mess with this one, but I wanted to show you how I did this. And this is really plain, really simple. You can go ahead and create your own, play with it and do all kinds of different things. I'm just giving you an idea. The reason why you paint the back is if you're gonna hang it anywhere and you can see the back, at least the back looks like it's already done. You can also go ahead and alter the back if you want, but this is kind of shabby chic, and you don't have to add glitter to your shells. All right, so I wanted to give you an idea. So with this one here, after I did this, I can add a bow or not. Just gonna throw some ideas out there. I was looking at my stuff here on my craft table, and I don't know if you guys have seen these bundles at Dollar Tree. They still have them. I've actually cut them into individual stems. But what I'm going to do is, as you can see, I cut a piece there. I still have this piece here. I cut it from here. That piece is from here, one of these strands here. I might end up gluing it right there like this. And then I don't know if I'm going to glitter this guy up. And then I'm thinking of putting the pearl strand across this way, then maybe adding a little shell with a pearl inside. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this, but I just wanted to give you some ideas of what you can do. All right, so I think I came up with a better way to put these pearls here. So I took off the one that I had on there before, and I just restrung this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing, put it right through the hole here. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and thread the twine through. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot on that one. And make sure I get it close to the base. I have a knot there already. So there's my knot. I'm going to go ahead and cut that right there. So you have it like that. I'm not worried about that just yet. I have a stowaway here of a little pearl. Put that down there. Okay. And then, so I can hang it up, I'm going to go ahead and put some string again through there. Then I'll string it through right there, and then I can tie it up here. Like so. And then just make like a little knot, just like, I mean, not a knot, like a little bow. If you wanted to do something like that, to tie it like that. Then you can add some glue here. What I think I'm going to do instead of doing this twine is I'm thinking of maybe using this ribbon here. Now, I have it in here like this. Oops, sorry about that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and tie a knot there at the bottom like that, just to hold it. And then now you can do double knotted if you wanted to. So that way you don't, there you go. And then I will make a bow. So once I tied it there, I'm just going to go ahead and tie a knot up here. It's just something to, just so I can hang it. If I want it, if you want to hang it, you don't have to do this if you're not going to hang it. Then I'm going to glue this right here. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue there so this doesn't go anywhere. Now I wanted to show you guys something. I have these napkins that I picked up at Dollar Tree a long time ago, and I did see them. They still have them, some Dollar Trees. And I cut out the butterfly, and once I cut it out, then I took the back part of the butterfly, the back sheet of the butterfly off, so it's just really thin. And then I'm just going to decoupage it on there like that. And then I have this piece here that I'm just going to go ahead and just add on there like that, glue that on there like that. I'm going to end up decoupaging that just like you normally decoupage anything. You know, you put the glue down and then you put your print down and then you put some glue on top of that, and that should be done. So here are my finished shells. Let me tell you that I switched this one up. So I took the little 3 pearls that were hanging on this one with the twine, and I took it off and I added this ribbon here. I had this little piece left, and then at the top I tied a knot, and then I left a little extra and I tied this little bow up here, and then I glued the pearl up there where that hole was at. And then I added this little gem here. So what this is one of these. It's a ring, and so I have 2 of the pink and 1 of the blue, and I just took the back part of the ring off of here. I use my wire cutters to cut the ring part off. And you know, I know that if you look in the ocean, you see all these nice looking, you know, coral reef that is pretty much really pretty and stuff. Some of them are really nice. So I figured, you know what, this kind of looks like coral reef. So I put that on there as if it were coral reef. And so there's that one. And then here's this one that I had decoupaged that butterfly there. It's still kind of drying, but I just added a little bit of glitter on there. And then I ended up adding the fake snow from Dollar Tree, and I put it here as if it were foam, and then I added a little bit of glitter. So this is what they look like. I'm gonna go set them in place so you can see what they look like. So here is what I did with this one. I didn't want to hang it, so I just went ahead and I placed it next to my picture frame that we took last year of hubby's birthday party, and I like the way it looks with the picture because it's more of a tropical theme. So there's that one. So if you don't want to hang it, you can do something like this. And then the other one I decided to hang right here with my wreath hanger in the middle of my wreath. So I hope you guys enjoyed this DIY, and I'll see you guys in the next video.